Alright, we are back for more testing. And we got new shit today. So, let's get started looking through this. So, he removed the logger. Does that mean there's going to be less debug things popping in here? The server's got a lot of debug logs, by the way. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. He has no idea I'm even talking to him. You removed logger that you added for testing subcategories. Is that going to remove some of the debug logs? Because the server's got a lot of them. Also, do I need to send you any of those? Oh, okay. Fixed issues with hatch textures not getting set correctly on structure form. Which ones didn't set correctly? Well, this one looks weird. Why is it white? Ah, okay. And by the way, presents for you. I'm pretty sure you're going to need this for the upcoming project. If that's not enough, let me know and I'll make more. Made bedrock veins that spawn rocks. Spawn those rocks with the bedrock base texture. So I'll have to look into what that is. Which we've added a mod, but it's not something that's intended for how do I find the stuff for it? JAM? No. Nothing shows up. Oh, it's black. I can't see it. It's too dark. Okay, so we need a diamond pickaxe and 8 obsidian. We added a mining dimension, but it's just so we can test some of this ore stuff that we need to test. It's not something that's intended to be needed. And also he can make sure that ores are different in different dimensions. So XAR isn't fucking cheating. That was still funny as hell when he did that. He had the same freaking iridium vein on 3 different planets. The only reason why he didn't have it in the Nether is because iridium doesn't spawn there. Or he'd have had it there too. Cheating fuck. He went to the moon, Mars, and the overworld. And got the same iridium vein all 3 places. Hey, Laz. Well, glad you thought of us. Can't remember. Yeah, I like that. Can't do the stick first. Do the stick second. Do we have any obsidian anywhere? I'll have to go check her storage shit. We can make obsidian now, right? With the solidifier? If we just pump up some lava. Hey, there's a diamond pickaxe in here. It's just, you know, partially broken. I gotta turn these damn all off. Oh, thank you. Way less annoying. Mob drops, random armor. I really wish she'd stop doing this, because every time she does this, it's like, random's not in this box. We haven't seen her in years. Do you even remember her, Trins? Okay. We have 5 obsidian. Well, that's a problem. Do you stream games like, I don't know what BG3 is. Cyberpunk I have, but I have access to, but I have not played it. And haven't even thought about streaming it if I do play it. Morrowind is that one stupid shit, isn't it? So no, I don't play that. Elder Scroll. Ain't that Elder Scroll crap? Which no, I don't play that. There's lava coming out over there, but not a bunch of it. There's a little bit coming out there. I'll have to go down and see if I can find some. What was the other one you asked about? Our Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, we did. Hey, this thing's not running again. Why is it not running again? It's full. Holy crap, where's it getting all this crap? Where did it get basalt brick from? Damn, we have a lot of small ores. I'm going to clean out all the small ones. But yeah, we streamed the entirety of Red Dead Redemption 2. And I think we streamed the entirety of Red Dead Redemption 1, too. But again, those are on my YouTube channel, and you don't do YouTube, so. Not an option for you to go back and check them out. The impure stuff just goes into the center box beside the centrifuge. There's a box up there, you just throw it in, and then it'll go into that centrifuge when the centrifuge isn't busy. Yeah, that right there. And the centrifuge isn't busy, so it'll take care of it. That's a lot of copper. And stupid ass topaz nobody cares about. Greg and his damn gems. And if you need some place for the other ones, just throw them right here. Except, well, they're both full because redstone. Redstone multiplies like fucking rabbits. It takes forever to wash it. We may have to take some of this off of here. We've still got another 1,200 to go get crushed. We're not going to need chrome once this gets done. Fucking hell. We've gotten 2,000 cinnabar already. Not counting what's been going through here, so we're doing pretty good on that shit. And our centrifuges are keeping up with the redstone that comes in, so that's good too. Just a matter of getting it through the damn ore washer. Because the thermal can sit there and just build it up. That's not a big deal. Which it has. There's too many stacks for me to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 6 stacks that are at least showing up. Oh, and that's full too. The super buffer is full, dude. The buffer is now filled up. Fucking shit. I'm hoping that means it's going to start sending it back through here and it just ignores it. I don't know what's going to happen now. This will be a fun experiment. It looks like, yeah, the pipe has filled and it's not able to run. Because I can see the stone dust in the cinnabar. It's now full in here. We've got to get that thermal centrifuge done. The processing array to put that in. This is fucking ridiculous. No, because it doesn't have room in the output. It was a few minutes ago. Do we have a thing of lava sitting back there? Oh my god, my backpack is empty. Too bad she's got school today. Is there at least 3 buckets? Cool. Let's turn this into... We got to open solidifier, or are you going to have to make us a solidifier? That's a smelter. That's a solidifier that's full of rubber. I know both of those are full. It's a smelter. Yeah, go ahead and make us another solidifier. While you do that, I'll read through some more stuff. He fixed some ores, missing some item tags. Okay, now for the actual GT5R stuff, because that was all the library crap. Added a bedrock drill, which this is what we're going to be using this dimension for, because we'd have to go thousands of blocks to try to find one here. So it's basically it's a cross between a GT5 regular drill and a GT6 drill. So GT6 bedrock drill. It's not a 3x3 structure sitting on top of drill heads. It's the drill heads on the bottom, which is tungsten steel casing, tungsten steel gears, and tungsten steel drill bits with 4 diamonds, which... Can we change the diamonds out for the drill heads to make the drill... Remember, we have those things. Yeah. I don't know if we want to make all of them that, but we could change it out to like 4 gears and 2 of those diamond grinding heads. And that would take more diamonds. We have so many diamonds in this world, we might as well use them. I think that would be a good idea. But you'd also have to allow for the other grinding head too, right? The tungsten one, which would be fine. But I think that would fit, and it also looks good with the bottom of it. Hell, we could almost... maybe not. Yeah, I think that would work better. Just make it 4 gears and then 2 drill heads, or 2, you know what I'm talking about. Grinding things, and then, because you're grinding up the top of the bedrock, basically. But it's basically a 3 by 1 of these, a platform of these. And then your bedrock drill, this is the recipe for it. So 2 data controls, 2 complex, an EV conveyor, titanium casing, another drill bit, and 2 titanium gears. But then you have to do the regular structure like what we have. Well, I don't know why I'm going out there for the miner when it's nighttime, and I can just go down here. Basically, you build this structure on top of those drill heads. It's just going to be, I'm pretty sure, titanium instead of steel, right? Oh no, 3 by 1 by 3 layer of solid steel casings. Okay, you got to fix that. So it is going to be titanium frames and titanium casings. Okay. So he'll fix that. We'll get this made, probably not tonight. We probably have the titanium. I know we've got the tungsten steel. We are getting titanium done pretty quick. At least made. I'm going to have to go out and get some more because we're out. Go ahead and throw this in and get it cooking. But I got to go out and find the bedrock spot anyways. He added bedrock dust, which I want to see what he did with the with it. So that goes into an electromagnetic separator, which gives you deep slate dust, tiny adamantium dust at a 30% rate, and tiny monazite at 42, which is very different than what Greg did in GT6 now, because we get some atlantium crap too. It's all kinds of weird. Oh, okay. So are you going to have more, or find a different machine to put it in? Okay. That sounds good. And the deep slate dust is just deep slate. It literally does nothing. It's just the waste product. What you're wanting is the tiny adamantine, which is the next thing he added, which is adamantine and adamantium. So you put 9 of those together, you get your adamantine. And adamantine is literally useless until you electrolyze it, and you get your adamantium and oxygen. Is this really the GT6 level for this? Is it really only MV? Huh. I was thinking it was HV for that. Interesting. But look at the amount of time. 2040 ticks. So 102 seconds for each one of them, for a total of 103 600 EU. And that gives you your 3 adamantium and some oxygen. And then that can be put in the blast furnace, which takes 87 fucking minutes to cook. So good luck with that. Have fun. For a total 1, 2, 3 for 12 billion. No, 12,540,000 EU per ingot. That's a lot of power for one ingot, but it is adamantium, so you're lucky it doesn't take some kind of weird magic-y fluid shit to do it. But then after you cool it off, you have your adamantium, which will give you a quality 5, speed 10, durability 5120 tool, which comes with sharpness 5, 6, 7, and it has silk touch. So if you want a really expensive way of getting silk touch, there's your silk touch. But it also will do lots of damage on a sword or an axe, which I want a regular sword. It's an axe. There's a sword blade. So you've got 13 attack damage, and that's not counting the sharpness. That's going to one-shot just about anything under a boss. What the hell is weapon oil? Weapon oil base. Coat weapons with this oil to apply special bonuses to that weapon. Has limited uses, has no effect, requires more brewing. Hallowed oil, when applied, plus 20% damage against undead. Potent is 40% damage. Damn, that would be horrible to use against a wither. You would fuck the wither up quick. Put that on something like like the adamantium, but you wouldn't even need it. Just Damascus steel or red steel, blue steel. That would kick its ass. You think so? Okay. Still, 13 is more than most regular mobs. Most regular mobs are only 10. And I thought sharpness was an average thing. Give things poison. Slow them down. Oil of harming, which is instant damage. So it's just potion effects you can put on your sword. Creeper oil. Potent creeper oil. Interesting. Alright, so that's the adamantium stuff. Fix the long distance endpoints, which we did get the one up here working. He had to reset it because I couldn't get it working, but both of these are now working. And we're full of shit again. We need to get the long distance item pipe made to start sending that in, and once we get the bedrock drill set up, we'll have to get a sorting system set up to sort the incoming stuff and send stuff to the right place. Oh, for the bedrock drill? Oh yeah, that looks just like GT6. Now, yeah, various cobblestone types. I was just getting ready to ask that. It is going to give different types, not just regular cobblestone. So that's cool. So that's the Palite bedrock ore, which is going to give raw Palite, raw molybdenite, and raw scheelite. And then bedrock dust, it says 0%, but it's 0.1%. That's 96, 1, and 1 for the other two. Apparently there's 25 different types. Okay. Stibnite, antimony, silver, galena, pyrite, barite. Damn. I know the tin one is ridiculous. The tin one is the go-to for XAR. He doesn't like trying to find tungsten in GT6. So he just goes and mines out bedrock veins and uses it to get tungsten. Which in here I don't think he would be able to do, because I don't think the molybdenite actually gives... No, sparolite is titanium. Yep, right there, scheelite. When you thermal centrifuge the molybdenite, it has a tiny scheelite dust. So that's tungsten. So you get a bunch of stuff you don't need, but it'll actually give you... And bedrock tin veins are really easy to find. It just costs you just end up with a lot of crap you really don't want. But if you've got a speaking of jackasses, when you have a thing set up for motherfucker, drill baby drill. Yep, we got the GT6 bedrock drill in here. I thought you'd appreciate that. The matter transforming crap. I can't, my brain's off. Replication. You can just throw the tin in, turn it into matter, and then use that to replicate other stuff. So but he doesn't even do that. He just has sweet infinite cassiterite. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Now, in here, you don't have as good of tungsten thing because the ore washing of the cassiterite doesn't give you a chance at tungsten there as well. Takes too much power for tin to break it down. In GT6, the ore washer, well, the sluice, has like 9 different outputs, and one of them is a tungsten thing. He can still get tungsten out of tin, but not as much as what he would in GT6. But hopefully tungsten bedrock veins won't be as horrible to find in here. Okay. Speaking of adamantine bedrock veins, where do you find those? Because you're not supposed to be able to find those in the overworld. Those are supposed to be like Moon, Mars. I think it's Mars only. Okay. Leftover tritium and deuterium is cheap for breaking down. What do you mean, what the fuck, asshole? It's not me. This is GT5R, not GT6R. I can't help it that this is GT5's ore washer, not GT6's sluice. Kiss my ass. Give me your shit. I can't get him to redo GT6 for me. Too much code. Shit's crazy. Greg went nuts with that mod. But I also fed it zinc. Oh, you can feed zinc to you fed zinc to the replicator. You can only get a small byproduct through the tungsten route to adamantine. Well, he's working on fixing this because right now, bedrock dust only gives you tiny adamantine and monazite. I don't know if he's fixing it to give what the other things are supposed to be, but there isn't enough outputs in the machine for the other stuff. But like I was saying, you can do... Oh, shit. I messed that up. You can technically get tungsten from molybdenite. Because you crush this, and then ore washing it is going to give you... That's not ore washer. Ore washer will give you powlite. But then if you do this, if you centrifuge it after that, you get scheelite. So you could get it from there as well. You need lighter elements in the matter fab as they cost less energy. The EU output options are meh unless you go fission. Yeah, GT6 was a little lacking in power production stuff. Unless you went with a fusion reactor or, like you said, you built all those fusion reactors. But yeah, fission's really needed for that kind of stuff. But luckily we have the GT6 fission reactors in here, so shouldn't be a problem. See? Right there. And you also have, you know, the oil drill in here so you can drill oil. You don't have to go mining. Oh, you don't like the GT6 ones? I like the GT6 ones. They're complicated to understand, but once you understand them, it's all right. But that's drilling me oil right now. And then he just got this one done. And we just got it set up. This is our ore drilling rig. Which still hasn't gotten to an actual vein yet. It's just doing small ores right now and going crazy at it, apparently. Speaking of, we are out of pipes, dude. We need more pipes when you get a second. Oh, it needs pipes. It's just used an entire stack because some idiot put it on top of a fucking mountain instead of digging down to, ocean level and putting it there. Yeah. You got to remember, this world is deep. Replace blocks or leaves holes. I believe that one does just like GT5 did and leaves holes. We could discuss with Trends making a thing, an add-on for it. I don't know if that would work, where you give it cobblestone and it fills it back in. What do you think? Oh, you wanted to feed dust into it instead of regular cobble? Since it's eating lube anyways, it's going to out... Could. Yeah, I think he's wanting to feed it stone dust, which... I don't know. There are performance side effects of not filling them, but maybe not an issue on this Minecraft version. I don't know. I don't know. You would have to answer that one. Is there any lag issues for having multiple or big ass holes? Since they did the cave thing, you would think that wouldn't be a problem. Hmm. Yeah. Now, what about I'm just remembering this from Buildcraft, but does yours have any issue if it hits a fluid? Is it just going to delete the fluid and go through it? Okay, because Buildcraft used to have a horrible issue with its quarry. If the quarry hit fluid, it caused tons of fucking lag. But I don't expect that would be a problem. But if your drill is looking to break something and there's nothing to break, but is it just going to go through it like it's air, which would just void the fluid? Which may be another thing that we could think to add to it would be, I'm just thinking have like a refill module, which would just be like another hatch you would put on it, and a pump where you could put a pump hatch on it, an output fluid hatch, a refilling thing where they would be completely optional. I don't know if you want to wait and do that for 119 or if that would be something you could easily do here or not. But then you could almost use it for drilling up or pumping up deep lava lakes too, if you put the pump option. Ah, okay. Sounds like it sucks. Well, that's what I'm kind of going for. By the way, I missed a comment. Hold on. I prefer interactive streams regardless. It's my way of getting a little social interaction, which I realize I need in small enough doses. Oh, see, I'm the exact opposite. I try to get these motherfuckers to leave me alone as much as possible. Fuck off. I've talked enough today. Go away. No, you cannot spawn a bear to attack me. I can't help it. I help out with too many damn Discords moderating, and so many stupid people out there that don't know how to search for a fucking thing and ask stupid fucking questions. I had one guy one day pop in and ask a question that literally the comment above it was the answer to his question. If he'd have taken 2 seconds to read the comment above him, he'd have had the answer to his fucking question. Holy fuck, are you that lazy or are you that stupid? Or both? My guess is both. Trends, I need chat commands. No, he doesn't. We would also have to have a mod in here that would add bears, because we don't have bears other than panda bears, polar bears, but polar bears won't hurt you unless they have a baby. So you'd have to spawn a polar bear with its baby. Then it'll beat your ass. And panda bears, they're just cute. No, I don't have main character syndrome. I know I'm not the main character. I'm just the head asshole. Okay, back to what I was looking at. Or are you talking about the dude that, asked the fucking question? Yeah, that could be the problem. Made overworld ore veins and bedrock ore spawn in... JAMD, the thing we're working on looking at when he gets the solidifier done. Added blueprints and recipes for them. This will be understood why we need this in a minute. XAR might actually appreciate this one. So, empty blueprint is just a piece of paper with some chemical blue dye or water mixed blue dye. And that makes you your empty blueprint in a bath. And then the actual blueprint, which you can't make. You can, but there's no recipe for it. He needs to put on here a tooltip that says made in a crafting table. Because that is what this right here is for. So you put the blueprint, this blueprint here, and then you're missing the right blueprint button. Oh, you shift click it. Dude, I have never made an Autocrafter GT6. I don't remember. Oh, wait a minute. I've made blueprints. Is that how you do it? I fucking don't remember shit. Gotta get a memory, dude. Oh, can we copy blueprints? If we put a blueprint in the printer, can we copy it? We should be able to put it down here in this slot in the bottom, and then blueprint paper up here, and be able to copy the blueprint. In case we want multiple things doing it. Okay. So, we need blue paper. We don't have blue flowers with red thorns. So we have to use lapis. So we need, we want water mixed dye. So we can use blue dye, lapis, sodalite. Thank goodness we can use sodalite and water in a mixer. Do we have a mixer available? No. Hey, dumbass. You aren't making one of these, are you? Don't make one of these. Found it. Okay, can you change gears and make a mixer, please? He's gonna slap me one of these days, and I'm going to deserve it. You're copper. You're bad. You're tin. You would work. I don't like where you're at, though. I don't like your face. That's good. I don't like your face either. Fuck you. Okay. I'm just amazed that for social interaction, you choose my stream. It's just weird. We need a block form in here, don't we? Ugh. Make me do things. Okay. We did it the one time and then never again. Oh, the Autocrafter. Yeah, we made it like once and said fuck off. Don't give a shit. My problem with autocrafting stuff, as a rule, is it takes more time to set up the autocrafter than it is to just do it your damn self. And granted, that's a terrible way of looking at it, because if you took the time to do it again, that time would add up. But I'm lazy. Is that what I need? That's what I need. Empty shape. Which one of these is block? Round the horn. That's bottle. That's ingot. That's ball. Block. Got it. Hey, look, a mixer. I need that. Steels for the block. Oh, for the assembler. Why is that not working? You don't have a recipe for the solidifier to make obsidian, dude. So if you want that to be a recipe, you're going to have to add it. Because currently, not a thing. So, I got to go mine some obsidian. I've got a bucket. I could technically just grab this lava back out of here. I just need 3 of them. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Sit that there. That. Alright. You come with me if you want to live. Lava. 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 Water. Water. Obsidian. And fix your hole, stupid. There we go. Then we do this. We do that. And we'll set this over here with the portal. Now, question, are you going to make a mining dimension miniature portal like Greg did for the in GT6? That way we can send stuff back. Or if this is just for testing, no, fuck off. Bedrock hematite. Okay. Redstone. I just want to see, because you actually made it easier to find bedrock veins. Because you add small rocks for them that actually say bedrock. Because GT6 doesn't do that. It doesn't tell you what it is. The rock just looks like a rock until you click it. And when you click it to pick it up or with a magnifying glass to read what it is, the only way you know that it's a bedrock vein is if the you get a raw instead of a bearing rock out of it. There's a tin vein, choco vein. I see more flowers over here. Though if you did the flowers like GT6, those flowers should not show me a bedrock vein, because, well, not a bedrock vein that I want. Vanadium magnetite, yeah, this is a magnetite vein. Because if I want to do like tungsten, which would be the first one I'd want to try to do, it should be only flowers that spawn in a desert. Bedrock saltpeter. Ew. Although, not terrible. But I guess it really doesn't matter, and I'm going to get lost as fuck. So I didn't set a waypoint. I think it's back this way. Yeah, I can see the one lone block. I hate super flat worlds. Yes, I probably should, but I want to go dig down. I'm just going to dig down to that hematite vein, and that'll be the first one that'll be where we set up the drill at. It'll be the easiest to get to. So yeah, I'll put a waypoint in here. New. And we'll just put portal. Alright, and this world is Y69. Is this overworld depth? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. And it doesn't have GT6 style stone, I see. There's magnetite vein, but it's not what we're here for. We have more iron we know what to do with. Currently. I see this has got the same thing as the mining dimension mod in 1.7.10 where it's bright everywhere. So you don't even need to bring torches. Yeah, it's super flat too. I hate mining dimensions. They're boring. Because this one's just like the one in 1.7.10 too. Because it's lit everywhere, there's never going to be any mobs. And what's the fun of that? Oh, I must have hit 0. Yep. There's 0. We now got... Why did I put up a torch? I don't need torches here, dumbass. No idea. It's just... used to it. Vanadium, hematite. Yeah, we're getting the small hematites, which we should be getting as we work our way down here. Where the hell did I get the oak logs from? I always find weird shit in my inventory. Getting a lot of hematite here now. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but fuck it. It's fine. I'm down to negative 50. Almost there. Yeah, we're there because I'm getting regular ore now. Yep, negative 59. So this is going to be our cloud of regular hematite right here, which we can mine around. And then somewhere underneath here will be a bedrock vein. Oh, there's the bedrock. Now, do you flatten the bedrock around it like Greg does, or is it part of the mining dimensions this way too? Okay, but you do it in the overworld, right? Okay. Because this being already flat, that's actually going to make it harder to find where the actual bedrock is, which I just found it. Because in GT6, wherever the bedrock is not flat at, you know that none of the bedrock vein spots are going to be there. And then he flattens it out in a upside down mushroom, I'd like to say. Kind of what I consider it. Now, you looked at the code, so you can tell me if I'm wrong. But if I remember correctly from when we did our initial testing, you want to find a 3x3 area with as many ore spots on it as possible, because you should have a better chance. Okay, I thought I would remember that correctly. So like right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only 2 that aren't. That would be a good place to put it, because that would give you an increased chance of getting ore out of it. Where if you put it like here, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we go with these, that would only give you 4 out of 9 chances. Go ahead. Oh, now that's something I didn't realize. So if it's small ore, you get a less chance if it's normal ore. Oh, so this would actually not be that great because small, 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 there was only 1 regular. Okay. I was wondering about that in GT6, but I never asked Greg about it. Okay. Well, it looks like that's our spot right there. I don't see any more spots on the bedrock. So that's what we have to work with. Let me get my other extra bag out here because I'm full of shit. Not that that's anything new. Okay, so we've got, here, I'm going to mark them. That's a regular, that's a regular, that's a regular, that's regular, that's regular, that's a regular, that's a regular. So the most regular spots we can get in would be either here or here. But if we did here, we'd actually get 2 smalls. So we'd have 1, to... Well, which way would we want to do that? Hold on, let me take these two out. So we have these three, which would give us 2, 4, 6, 7. If we did it just this one, we would have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Or if we went back up this way, it would be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 that way. 2, 4, 6. And it looks like about 7's as good as we're going to get. If we did it with these, it would be 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we could get 8 if we ignored these two and that big one right there. And we did just basically what I said with the original, which is right there. That would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we could technically do those 3, which would give us 2 more. So we'd actually be able to get 10 out of 128, you said? So every 10 blocks that came out would be an ore block, and everything else would be stone. So that'd be the best we would get from this. Alright. So now... Okay, I never knew what the actual chance was. Yeah, it's a rough estimate of the chance, because it's an RNG thing, which means it's completely fucking luck-based. Which I hate, but it's how this shit works, unfortunately. I hate RNG, because I'm not a lucky person. But in the overall, when you're automating something like this, it's going to average out to just about 10 out of every 128. Some will be less, some will be more, but on average, it usually works out. It's just for RNG type things, you can really get screwed until you get a large enough sample size. It's just like rolling a die. If you roll a die 4 times, there's a chance you're going to get 4 6s, but there's also a chance you're going to get 4 1s. But if you do it 100 times, you're going to roughly get the same average amount for every number. It's all about the sample size and how many times you do it. You got to do enough to actually get a decent sample, which is where people that do target practice with guns will say that a group size of 5 or less. Dude, what's wrong with this mining dimension mod? Why is there another portal? You think? I don't know. It disappeared. I right-clicked it and it... You don't see this? There's a cobblestone right there. I just broke it, but there was a cobblestone right there with a mining dimension portal underneath it. When I right-clicked the mining portal dimension, it went away. But the cobblestone stayed, And when I went to build under the cobblestone, it took the place of the cobblestone, and then I could build off of it. I'm going back in here to see if it does it again. That was really weird. Okay, now when I come back in here, there's cobblestone on top of my mining dimension portal. Yeah, the mining dimension's back. You can't see that? Okay, there's some kind of weird bug. Go in there and come back out. I deleted the one that I see. So when you come back out, okay, I see what it's doing. You spawned literally right there on top of that block and teleported to that one. You don't see it? Huh. That's weird. I don't know why I'm seeing it and you're not. But I see you teleport from where it is to over there. Hold on. If I break the block, I'm going to give it to you. You place it down. You go through it. Place it same place I did. See what it does. Now watch. He comes back. He's going to teleport in right there. Yep. Teleport right there. Over to there. Do you see it? It should be like right below me. You don't see it? What the fuck? That's weird. I don't see it either because I didn't do it, but I guarantee if I go through here, I'll see it when I come back. Oh, no, I don't see it this time. No idea. That's weird. Alright, so now we got to get that stuff made for that, but we're going to work on that another day. Because that's going to take a little bit of time because we need a bunch of tungsten steel, which probably have enough, maybe. But he's going to change that recipe and make it harder on us, so we'll wait until that gets done. I need to set up the thing so I can make the blueprint, so we can make a blueprint. But the blueprints are needed. Let me go ahead and throw that over there. The blueprints are needed for the Autocrafter. So we now have Autocrafters from LV to EV, and then an Autocrafter assembly line, which is HV. Well, technically it's going to be LV, or it always puts the HV behind it, but it's a multi-block. And he needs to put in the actual structure stuff. Yeah. So did you like that? That was a hell of a rant, wasn't it? That tooltip was a bitch. I stopped. I hated that tooltip. But yeah, we have an Autocrafter which needs robotic arms, of course. It needs a wrench and a hull, 2 tin cables, and 2 basic circuits. And that's going to go up for the circuits and the arms and the cables per tier. As usual, wrench should be just any wrench, and I'm guessing we're getting the wrench back because you're using this as a GT6 recipe, and the wrench is just to put everything together. So it's not going to eat your wrench. It's just going to use it as a... It's going to use a little durability off of it to put the machine together. So we need one of these. So he can start making one of those while I start setting up the thing for making our dye. So where did I put the mixer? Well, before I get started on this, how about we do a little cleaning of the inventory? Because the inventory is a little fucking messy. And I'll actually be nice to Tamara and come put it away properly. At least the stone stuff. She won't have to come over here for it. Although, the regular cobblestone, I should put in our cobblestone eater over there. Let's see. Granite. Regular granite. Let's just go get rid of the cobblestone. Great, it's coming through. Oh yeah, because robot arms suck. I hate making those things. It's probably one of the first assembler things I would make if I was doing this like a normal factory is I would set up an assembler for making motors. So I didn't have to sit and make motors all the time because those take forever. Which those can be assembled in a regular assembler. You don't actually have to have the multi-block one for that. But this assembly line is a bulk crafter. But I would probably set up one of these early for making motors, and then I would probably do similar for pumps, because pumps are a pain in the ass, and maybe pistons, and then, you know, robot arms as well, because they're nice to have. It's just annoying crafting them. Is there any more cobble stuff? We got tough, basalt, marble, limestone, limestone. All right, and the other bag we got cobble deep slate, which I'm pretty sure. No, we actually can't. We can't. Oh, we can macerate it into dust. Any of the cobblestones that don't have an actual thing you can get out of it, can we have those break down to gravel in the hammerer? Because, like, it doesn't say you can in here. At least not deep slate. I can break it down into deep slate dust and I can put it in a mixer for making black asphalt, but that's the only thing I can do with it. Green schist, macerator, furnace, cutter. Yeah, macerator, pulverizer. Yeah, there's no hammer recipe for... Okay. Because especially now that we got the bedrock thing, we're going to have so much cobblestone of all these different versions. If they don't have actual byproducts we can make out of them, it'd be nice to just break them down to silicon dioxide. Some of the granites you can break down to other stuff by the dust, but... Alright, now we'll just drop all this other crap off over here. And I'll have her come and clean up at some point. Do we have recycling recipes for these? No. Oh, thank you. Which for right now, I'm just going to place it here. And yep, that's the same recipe from GT6, so we'll have to... this one, unlike the GT6 one, doesn't have auto input. It does have the auto output button, so you're going to have to funnel stuff into it because it's a GT5 style machine. So we'll have to do that. GT6 has auto input on all of its machines, so it's a little different. And this one also can have power go in anywhere because it's a GT5 style, instead of only having to go in the top. No. I don't see a reason to have all those slots. Also, can we do can you use a thumb drive in this instead of a blueprint? Do we even have a way of putting something onto that? Because what that's for, that thumb drive looking thing in that texture, is for Greg's hard drive, which we don't have. In GT6, he has a hard drive that you can save recipes to, and then you put a cord in that slot. That's what that slot's for, is to put a USB cord in. I don't know if you want to look into adding that stuff or not, but that's what it's for. So I think you might want to change that to just a blueprint, unless you're going to add a way of scanning an item, putting an item in the scanner and scanning it and it going on a thumb drive. That might be an idea. Instead of having to write it to a blueprint. It'd be more expensive, but it would be a way that you wouldn't have to make this setup that we're getting ready to do now. Which I never set up the mixer, which the water is coming into here from the top. So I'm just going to set this here, which did not auto connect. There we go. And then we can set up, I'll just use one of these pipes and use it to connect from there into there. That'll give us our water. And I wanted to check something. Next, blue dye. Yeah, this only uses, oh, it's jumping between them. but it doesn't ever go to the dust. Why does it not give us... Why can't we use dust? Why does it have to be a gem? You know we don't have those gems, right? Oh, that's right. Coolant. I forgot about that. Alright, so we're going to have to use lapis because all of our sodalite is gone. It's dust. We don't keep those gems. So we'll have to use lapis. I forgot about the fucking that crap. Oh, that's the output. Dumbass. That way. There's our water mix dye. Now we need a bath. I'm pretty sure we don't have a bath laying around. Forge hammer, input hatches, output hatches. Yeah, we don't have a bath. I can make a bath. Baths are pretty quick. And easy. It's just stainless steel and an HV casing. And we've got stainless steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for the thing. And then 8 for the casing. And I'm pretty sure we put the plate in the cutter and that makes our casing. I think. We're going to try it. I think I remember my recipe. Those in there, and we get some gold wires. We don't have any. That's not aluminum. Why the fuck is that in there? I don't have any gold ones. And we'll just go rubberize these. And there's my 2 item casings. I've already got the 5 plates. So this, these, it goes there, dumbass, that goes there. And I'll just use my electric wrench. Doesn't use a wrench. What does he use? I thought that was a wrench. It is a wrench. What did I do wrong? HV casing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I made an HV hull. This is not an electric machine. Why would you turn it into a hull? Shut up. Oh, shit. I hear you smirking over there. I forget things. I've played too many GregTechs, damn it. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Give me that. Okay. So now, paper. We got paper around here? Now I get this to fluid output. That puts our dye here. Now we need some paper. If not, we should be able to make some somehow. I don't know if we have any. Let me run over here and see if we got some in storage before I go making some. I haven't done a whole lot of looting and shit, so there's a good chance we don't have paper over here, but might as well check. Yep, we got paper. I figured so. And there's our blueprint. Alright, so now we do something seriously boring like this. And then shift click that. That writes it. It'd be really not. Oh, it does say in the thing. Never mind. Shut up. It actually says chest. That's cool. So now we shove this into there and we give it, just give me all of this. We're just going to shove all this in here and then it should make us a chest. Holy crap, this thing is slow. Is this how long it is in GT6 to autocraft something at LV? Oh my god, this is bad. No wonder I never made one of these. Oh, holy shit, this is horrible. Now, granted, it is being auto-crafted, so if you do it properly, it should have them done when you need them. So it shouldn't be a big deal that it's slow as shit. But holy shit, it is slow as shit. This is why I don't do auto-crafting, because it's slow. Yeah. Now, what about the tools? Things that use a tool in here. Are you going to add the... Like, if I wanted to auto-craft up a bunch of wire cutters, are you going to add his non-breaking tools? Or... Okay. Yeah, which would be bad. If it just consumed an entire, steel file to make one pickaxe head. Because that's what I was thinking if you wanted to set it up to autocraft you like pickaxe heads or wrenches, or hammers. So you could have all the hammers and wrenches you needed for this stuff. You could have it do that. But you would definitely want it to not eat the fucking tool every time, because that would get a bit expensive. Like, I'm thinking we need to set up one of these for doing, the storage blocks, which uses a wrench and a screwdriver. And a saw. And another wrench. Because we technically have to have an assembler, an autocrafter, and an autocrafter, along with the machines to make the components. But it might not be a bad idea to do. But we definitely got to do something about the tool thing. And then, after the Autocrafter, now that we've shown it off, is the Autocrafter assembly line and adding cases for the Autocrafter assembly line, which is just a bulk assembler. It's not the assembly line from GT5, but it is a bulk crafter for the assembly stuff. So it's going to work like a regular multi-block, where it's going to, I think, it should double the amount of EU it uses per craft, but you can, or, yeah, 4 times, sorry. 4 times the power, but then it doesn't matter how much you give to it. Overclocking should be free after that. So, and does 16 recipes at a time. Okay. And we'll be back working on getting it crafted up in the next few days. We'll work on getting it crafted up and the bedrock drill in the next couple days, because this is going to take a bit to get done. The regular assembly line is shown in here, but it has no use in basic mode. He needs to hide that until a hard mode is turned on, because the only thing that technically did in GT5U was high tier motors and stuff like that, which we don't have because we don't have machines for high tier shit that needs them. And when we get to the hard mode settings, we'll need that for that. And I'm pretty sure the fusion reactor, which also was made in there, if I remember correctly, just has a older GT6, GT4 style recipe, which is IV field generators, which has its own recipe. You don't need a assembly line for an LUV hull, which is just chrome, and then energy flow circuits that we already know how to make. Now the question is, he has all the other stuff, so we can start looking at making we can't make superconductor cables. Gotcha. Oh, the iridium neutron reflectors, yeah. So those things we still need recipes for. Which I would almost, because they say indestructible on them, which means for a IC2 thing, which we don't have that. I would almost say we change the name of it to be more close to what it is realistically. Still use iridium in it, so it's expensive, but it should be like lithium and, what is it, boron, I said that uses. Let me go look that up real quick. Fusion neutron collection. Lithium containing blanket that surrounds the reactor core. The lithium is then converted into tritium and helium. What the fuck? I didn't know that. The blanket heats up as it absorbs neutrons, kinetic energy. Correct. And then coolants such as water or helium flows through the blanket to collect the heat energy. This heat is used to generate electricity. Right. Don't get the neutrons are absorbed by the lithium containing blanket that surrounds the core, and then the lithium is converted into tritium and helium. I gotta look at where they're stating that from. In a fusion reactor, the concept is that the neutrons generated from the DT fusion reaction will be absorbed in a blanket containing lithium which surrounds the core. The lithium is then transformed into tritium, which is used to fuel the reactor, and helium. The blanket must be thick enough, about 1 meter, to slow down the high energy 14 MeV neutrons. The kinetic energy of the neutron is absorbed by the blanket, causing it to heat up. The heat energy is collected by the coolant, water, helium, or lithium lead. I don't know what that word is. Jen, do you have any fucking clue what the hell this word is? Never seen that word. Flowing through the blanket, and in a fusion power plant, the energy will be used to generate electricity by conventional methods. If insufficient tritium is produced, some supplementary source must be employed, such as using a fission reactor to irradiate heavy water or lithium with neutrons, and extenuous tritium creates difficulties with handling, storage, and transport. That's from World Nuclear Association. Where did I see the lithium boron thing? Because that's what let's see. Fusion lithium boron. Aneutronic fusion is any form of fusion power in which very little of the energy released is carried by neutrons. So how the fuck do you get the power out of it? While the lowest threshold nuclear fusion reactions release up to 80% of their energy in the form of neutrons, this type of reaction releases energy in the form of charged particles, typically protons or alpha particles. Aren't alpha particles bad? Aren't those like really hard to contain? Or is that gamma particles that are hard to contain? I don't remember. Successful aneutronic fusion would greatly reduce problems associated with neutron radiation, such as damaging ionized. Oh, this is a theoretical thing that they're trying to figure out how to do, which is apparently putting lithium-6 deuterium together and giving off alpha particles of helium-4 and helium-4. So you're smashing the two together, which then break into two separate ones. You're adding deuterium to lithium-6 and making it 2 helium-4s, is what they're saying. Okay, so that's not what I want. I have to... Here it is. This is the one I was... First study of lithium-boron composite as plasma-facing material. Lithium-boron composite material. This is going to take a lot of fucking reading to get through, though. So I'll read this later, because that's a lot of words for my brain to take in right now. And I usually have to read it a couple times before my brain reacts to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was rather weird. And from what I'm seeing here, a superconductor has to be cooled for it to have no resistance or energy loss, which I'm guessing is why they're giving it the helium, because the helium is supposed to be the cooling part of it. But it's just weird to craft that into a cable, because I would say it should probably be a cable suspended in helium inside a pipe. And then somehow you're pumping the helium. You would have to have a pump on each end of it that circulates the helium through a heat exchanger, or like we have here, a cooler thing that would cool it down. It wouldn't just be, here, you got to sell a fucking helium. It's going to keep it cold. So I would say, instead of having superconductors, you just have some of the more high level cables. Like, we pick one of the ZPM type cables. Or technically it'd be wires, right? We wouldn't need cables. We would just use wires. But like, we could use the yttrium, barium, cuprate wires, or I don't like the idea of naquita because they're not realistic, but you also got vanadium, gallium, niobium, titanium. GT6 has always used a lot of iridium. If you look at Greg's fucking recipe for GT6 for the fusion reactor, the entire inner core is fucking iridium. It's expensive as fuck building that thing for iridium. And since, trying to make a actual fusion reactor is damn near impossible in Minecraft, from what I've seen of what an actual fusion reactor looks like. And this fusion reactor isn't a fusion reactor by the standards of today, because a fusion reactor of today just looks like a big egg. It's not a big circle. This is like a particle accelerator where you're colliding the shit together to make it fuse, which is not how they do fusion reactors to make power. So They might have, but I have no fucking clue because I haven't looked at the old ones. I have no idea. I've just seen what some of the newer ones look like, and they just look like big ass fucking eggs. So I'll see if I can find some time to do some more fusion research, and we can look at these recipes and figure out what we want to do for the fusion reactor at some point. Kind of soon, because we're getting to that point. But like I said, it's 9 o'clock. Junior wants up in about an hour, so I think it's time for us to head out for today. We've gone through everything on the list except for he added the casings for the Autocrafter assembly line. He changed the large boiler tooltip. So large boiler tooltip now says selector tag instead of the circuit, because we changed the name of it to a selector tag. So right there, a selector tag in the main block throttles the boiler. Okay. Added recipes for high pressure fluid pipes, which I thought you got rid of those. Okay, because these things don't really have a use in here. Because we have long distance fluid pipes, and we don't have the problem with sloshing the GT5 had. GT5, you literally had to put a pump or a shutter between each one of them to keep the